maybe just check your Discord user settings, mate. Make sure you've got the right device selected. Hey, buddy.
Good evening, Cabo.
Final. Final.
Final?
Final.
Yeah, correct. And while you're off the mic, how would I go about getting the skin for the Falcon, please?
I'll just export one with your name on it, and you need to give me a driver colour.
If he's using a Falcon, I'm not running.
What's that for?
Some of the guys are going to try out V8 Sculpts next year, so I did them a livery for the Falcon.
Okay.
What platform?
iRacing.
Oh, okay.
It's very expensive.
So, what do you mean I need a driver colour?
What colour do you want on the wing mirrors that separates you? Like Cal's got blue, I've done like a pinky purple on apps. I've got a list of the colours somewhere.
Well, considering the colours of the car, I'm quite happy to go black.
Okay.
Since you can't decide, Bill, just make it hot pink.
Someone's already got hot pink. Someone said they didn't care, so I gave them hot pink. That's what I've done for all deliveries. No, apps went. I can't decide on the colour, so I gave them rainbow. If you're curious of the car, there's screenshots of it in the iRacing channel.
I thought I saw one of it somewhere. A whole lot of cars lined up.
So you're all racing your own car, it's not like a one-car team?
I think for Scops, yeah, they race their own cars, but I think they do a 1000, so you combine up with one of the other drivers.
Yeah. That's not nearly. No, that's not. Yeah. The first time I saw you drunk. Oh my god.
I think there's somebody who's very quiet. Try to say something.
Yeah, Kyle's quite soft.
Kyle.
I left my
mic up so you don't hear me breathe.
No, there's somebody else saying, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Well, I can hear you, but very quietly.
Yeah, it sounds like you, Kangaroo.
Is that Kanga?
Yeah, I can hear that.
It's very quiet though.
Almost sounds like your mic's turned all the way down, or it's Discord just picking up the wrong mic and it's on the other side of the bloody room. Oh, too much in that corner.
Better now?
There he is.
Hey!
I got louder still.
I love being able to get my engine.
Finally work out how to make the game play through the computer speakers and have to Discord through my headset so I can have it up really loud to car sound, but then be able to hear you guys over the top of it easier.
You do that?
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to set up your headset as a communications device and set your speakers as the primary output of the computer.
Yeah, well, once I set it in the computer as the speakers as the source, I went to Discord and changed the output on Discord to the speaker, to the headset.
Oh! Got two wheels up on the curb and it started to pull right, so I countersteered, and then he went, no, I'm going to grip now.
I was like, why the hell did he spin out that side?
Yeah, I was counter-steering and I was counter-steering and then it went, yep, no, I'm done with that curb, pew, and shot me off the direction. Kept it off the wall, but
Second to first always kicks it out for me.
no, that was accelerating in the last corner.
Oh yeah, I know.
About 2/3 of the way around it, so it was quite a bit of pace on. Yeah, this car you got to be real gentle with the gear shift, say. You know, feels like it's running a crash box.
My brother doesn't like the fucking car. He does it well.
I seriously hate this car.
I know. So fuck off and drive slow.
Yeah, maybe you like it more if you drive at a comfortable speed.
80 k's an hour, around the track you go.
Let's go for a Sunday drive, why not?
At least in the second race you'll be behind everyone.
For how long? I'm down to fuck up. The length of the front straight.
In front of me by what? 47. We've been at 47.
Yeah, I'm after a female one now, aren't I? Otherwise I'll go with a second down.
My car only had high 8s anyway, so it's a PB.
We've got to stay within a second before they start doing those crazy alien laps.
And then we're all Sunday fucking drivers in comparison.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. I've accepted that a long time ago.
I think technically we are all Sunday drivers.
I've got two.
The day of the week?
Drops the mic and walks off stage left.
Exit stage left.
Go stage left, that's a big wall. What sort of brake pressure are you guys running?
95.
94. Yeah, so what you're saying is I can get you under brakes every time.
Yep.
That looked nasty.
Yeah, I can let the curve on the inside.
I'll give you a clear DJ.
No, she kicked out to the left under brakes and shot me into the sand trap. That was the first.
Yeah, I was nice. Let's try. You sound laggy there, Brucey. I'm very right. We're going to go sort out the thing issue before that becomes an issue. Stop that.
Oh, slap your sister.
Yeah, I'll stop that rigid form. Cool, hey. Didn't get out of the pit.
I'm having good luck.
Pit lane?
Oh, back again, eh?
Yeah, this corner isn't doing me too well.
Oh no, I didn't. That was fun.
She said.
Anyone got any idea how much fuel we're looking at? 24.
What's that? 24 slope?
Seems a bit shy. Yeah. I'm a run 28 at this point.
Yeah, that's what I've got in.
Faster guys will need more fuel than us Sunday drivers.
I prefer gold. Less. Sorry, silver drivers, David.
Silver hair.
No, silver drivers. There was a gold class and a silver class. Wait, hang on a minute. We're not bringing hair into this. Because my base isn't quick, but I ain't got silver hair. I've got a few at the front. Not many.
Send some balls to when I talk to my here.
Hop into the Juniors Cup.
Yeah, but what does that mean for me, considering I've got even less hair than normal since I've had a haircut?
Weight reduction, you mean?
Just count your pubes.
Well, yeah, I am.
You shaved them too.
There was a joke a long time, a comedian goes like, oh, I'm getting old. I found my first grey pube the other night. It was in a kebab. So Hags and Lama joining us? Or? No. What are they doing? Holding half?
Nama's not been driving this one either.
Yeah, but if they're on, why not?
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
No, I don't think Lama likes this car, so she's just giving it a miss.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Last quarter is not fun.
Oh, if I get the shit, I'll just fucking leave anyway.
I just got a puncture from the spin. On a curve.
Oh, shit.
I did not realise they see something like that.
Oh, let me restart.
There you go, folks. My first 49 since doing it in October.
Yeah, I can't crack the 8s. I'm close, but not what do you get? Where is it? Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm still got some.
I'm consistently getting through the chicane, but I don't think it's very fast. So I can pull laps, but that's that'll do me.
I think that's why I'm making the 49s, remembering how I did it.
I'm wearing Laura and I'm learning more about how they're
Oh, pillars.
God, are they?
I forgot to put on my survey that I want prize points for consistency.
That wouldn't be bad. A bonus point for fastest lap and consistency. Like if you look at the big like view of the point structure, a point here or there is not going to make a huge difference.
As long as the fastest guy can't get the consistency.
Well, I mean, the slowest guy could sit in last and drive the exact same lap time the whole race and win that point. But you know, you wouldn't do that just for a point, so
No.
that's where a point here or there is probably not bad. I like that idea.
I'm just saying, I from the point of view of giving the silver class guys something to run for.
Yeah.
Doesn't NASCAR do something like that now? Leading the most laps or something, they get a point?
NASCAR's got a weird thing where instead of awarding points for the whole race, it's they do it as each race in stages.
Oh, okay.
Don't they have like self-induced cautions just to bring it back together?
I think they gave up on that about the first year they tried it.
I think the fans didn't like it.
I think anyone liked it.
NASCAR had a really bad rep there for a little while because they were fucking around with this format.
I reckon the team's championship is some form would be cool, even if it's just sort of completely voluntary.
We used to have one on the other race team up around,
We used to have teams and two classes of drivers, gold and silver.
That was when we were running nearly 30 drivers though.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, the big days.
Ooh.
that's it, Oz Racing, they would, they had their 4 teams and as people come along, they basically got a team, but they had it with quick drivers and slow drivers in the mix of the team, so they were even teams basically.
Yeah, that's what we did as well. Every team had to have a gold and a silver driver.
Yeah.
Even if it's just done on previous 2 championship average finishes or whatever, and just take some
Yeah, that's it.
and then we just stop. It's hard to say that we stop caring about teams as much. So doesn't matter if it's a bit out here or there, any new fast guys. But it's not like unlike real life. If there's a quick bronze driver, everyone wants it.
Well, we used it more for setting up, so the group of drivers in each of the 4 teams would work on their setups and share them amongst themselves, and they didn't share it with the other drivers more so because they were chasing the team's title. Whereas, you know, here we turn up and someone says, throw me a setup, that wouldn't happen over there. Not
Well, I
often
think
anyway.
it's important to keep that because that's something I quite like.
that town
There's
show.
a nice family atmosphere here in that sense. Like everyone's willing to help.
Yeah, yeah. But that's like taking it to like the next step where the competition becomes real and you're trying to beat not just yourself, but the other guy.
Well, the initial reasoning for creating the two driver classes when we first did it was because for a little while there we had too many drivers to have on one server with the server limits that Project Cars had. So that's when we created it, and then almost about the time we created it, our driver numbers dropped off and we had enough for one server again. But what we ended up doing was we kept the driver rating thing in, and I think we even went to the point of having a relegation system for the end of every series. But yeah, the idea was that silver drivers would race for their own championship. So it's like having multi-class, even though we'd all be in the same car or same class of cars. And then with the teams, you had to pair a silver and a gold driver had to pair. You couldn't pair two gold or two silver. And the idea of that again was essentially it always gives you something to race for.
Yes, that's it.
You know,
I want a silver and an open wheeler, I think.
But that's the thing, you know, as a silver driver, if you're coming in partway through a series, or if say the first two rounds out of your series has gone to shit, if you're paired with a gold driver who's, you know, keeping the team points up, there's still something to keep you racing the next couple of rounds of the series, as opposed to basically just phoning it in.
Yeah.
I think it'd be something that's good to bring back. It's just working out a way that's fair and yeah, because there's a lot of grey area in what is a silver and a gold driver for the people that are right or in that little area.
Well, it's the in some ways it's the difficult thing about with Estoril not having a rating system. You know, if you look at, if we were say doing private leagues in iRacing, you could work that out quite easily by using iRating.
Yeah, well that's exactly what they do in the GT3 series. I mean, admittedly they've got a fuck ton of entrants, but they have 4 different classes: elite, veteran, amateur, and rookie. And depending on your I rating, like if you've got up to 1500 I rating, then you get in the rookie class. Once you're in a class, if you are in the top 3 of your class at the end of the season, you get promoted. If you get to your I rating outside of the league to pass the limit, then they look at possibly promoting you automatically anyway, depending on your driving. And each class has their own championship that they're racing for.
Yeah, see for us with our numbers and the fact that drivers become transient, you know, in terms of some guys will show up for 2 races and then disappear for 2 weeks and then show back up again. For us it wouldn't be a specific target so much as it would be, here's all our drivers listed in order of rating, split them down the middle.
Yeah, with them they also, when they do qualify, they have 2 rooms open, and obviously top split are the fastest guys and bottom split are the slower guys. So even though you're in rookie, you could be on track racing with some of the amateurs anyway. And that particular one is a fixed setup league where they figure out a setup for every car, and that's the setup you've got to deal with for the entire season no matter what track. But that series is pretty fucking crazy because they regularly have about 50 cars on track at one time.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I'd love for our numbers to get back up to 20 plus consistently, rather than what we seem to have is occasionally we'll get 16, 17, but then for the most part, by the end of the season, we're hovering around 10 again as people decide they don't like the car and bail on a series. Well, that's always been the idea, mate. There's plenty of things we could have done a long time ago to make it a lot more competitive than it actually is, but it would have taken the friendly nature out of it.
Now, here's something I didn't think I'd do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carbs, do you want past?
I'm not behind you.
I am, but I'm on my last lap of fuel, mate, so don't worry about it.
I think I have dinner.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, mate?
Like a competitive series and a chill series, but again, the numbers are the problem there.
It's always been a hard one for us to... Like, if you look at, I don't know, our Discord numbers and then say, get rid of 25% of it for random clicks or shit like that, there's still over 100 people that have joined our Discord. You know, but some of them have joined and then never actually come in to say hi or typed anything in, and I mean, we see it all the time, so I've got the bot running on Discord that announces when a new member joins the server, and you know, most of the time, even if they're engaged, we don't hear anything out of them. And the other one is like, people just come and go, like, well, it always seems to be, I don't understand, it seems a weird phenomenon that we could suddenly get, say, you know, 2 new members and 2 people coming back who we haven't seen for a while for a series, and yet we still only have the same number of drivers because in the meantime 4 other people have become unavailable.
Yeah, we always hover around about the same number.
Because I know when I was looking for when I found this, I was just googling OCE Select Corsa racing groups and stuff, and another one that didn't respond, but these guys were like Discord link on the actual website. Another group, I can't remember the name, they know a Discord website or anything, you have to apply for the form to join. I did, I never got that.
That's a shame. It's a shame that we don't get together with other like-minded racers. I don't, you know, I've had a few people come and go from here and then go and join other league. And I don't know why they've left us in the first place. I don't know what we've done wrong. So just...
Sometimes it's just clashing personalities, other times it might be, you know, someone might be interested in more of a long form series, and for the past 2 years we've been running short form series. Or, you know, people might want to be driving cars that we never touch, you know, like, in all fairness, we rarely go near open wheelers.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't mind an open wheel series, or maybe even like an endurance series would be nice.
We're on the task now and again. It's pretty good fun.
Yeah, basically we've done an open wheel series, at least one open wheel series a year since we started. The first couple were carnage, which is why we were always hesitant to do another one.
Yeah, I also joined the group of the year, so I probably missed the first half of the year.
Yeah, first half of the year I had to come up with new shit because I couldn't recycle the stuff from the end of last year, of the year before. That's why we did things like the Trans-Tasman Challenge, and there's the other car that we drove that we hadn't driven before. No, that's full credit to Llama, that one.
What about the Fiat Arbath? That wasn't one we drove before, was it?
No, was that this year or last year though? Because the whole thing kind of melds together for me in my head after a while.
I think that was last year. That is a good fun car as well.
Yeah, it might be making a return for the end of the year.
Awesome.
Just a thought, Willis,
Yes.
of how you can work out our own rating system to be able to make an A and B grade driver. If we take the last 12 months worth of placings and add up, because you get X amount of points for a win, obviously, and then divide that by how many races you've got, that'll give you your average.
Yeah, true that.
Over the year, you'll have this is your average finishing position, giving you, I mean,
final.
Thank you.
I mean, I think there's a couple of mods around that deal with, you know, a lot of the race management, and you can have it. They've got tools built in for doing yellow flags and penalties, where you basically turn all that off in Assetto Corsa, and that just pings penalties up on your screen if you need to take it, or it adds to your race time and shit like that. Wouldn't surprise me if they do a if there's a rating system built into it. Yeah, we'll see how we go. I mean, the whole point of asking you guys to do that little survey was to get a bit of feedback on what had been going on and what we're doing right and wrong. And like the reason I actually asked for everyone to put the username on was just because I've posted that up on Facebook and Twitter and a whole bunch of places. So if we had randoms or people that barely join us, or say, you know, say Oppie, Cal and Absol decide to fill it out because they just play iRacing, it's kind of irrelevant for the data, so I needed to be able to filter everyone out.
Where'd you send that?
I posted up on news, and it's an announcement. Yeah, I was going to mention it after the race.
I guess the other thing as well is that if you look at the answers that have been submitted and you're like, oh, I'm not quite sure whether that makes a lot of sense, so I need some clarification, you can...
Yeah, that was the other thing. If there was anything...
And go, right, well,
yeah.
What do you totally mean by this?
Yeah, that's the thing. If I wanted to follow something up, I could follow it up. I mean, it's things like, you know, even asking what games everyone owns. Like, a lot of people, out of the ones that have already answered, there's a significant portion have Project Cars 2. So if we wanted to, we could do a midweek thing in Project Cars 2, because there's also a lot of people who said that they'd be happy for a midweek series. Because it's the one thing that has probably suffered a lot with us since we switched to AC, is because you can't just pick up and go in AC, is a lot of our midweek and muck around racing is stopped, which I do miss quite a lot.
You mean you just can't pick up and go?
Yeah, you know, like you have to have servers set, or you have to hope that someone else has got a server set that you can join, as opposed to be able to go, hey, there's 6 of us online, let's jump into Project Cars, and what car and track do you guys want to change? Oh no, we don't want to do that, let's change it, as opposed to having to sit in the back end and do a whole pile of editing on config files, which takes more time than people are interested in driving the car for.
Didn't realise it was such a...
Well, no, it's just because, you know, you've got to stop, and you've got to come to a consensus, or have someone dictate what you're going to drive and what car and track combination you're going to do. And
does anyone know whether... Oh, sorry, Paul, you finish what you're saying.
But yeah, whereas in Project Cars, because the sessions weren't hosted on dedicated servers, it was hosted on the user. It just meant that anyone could just start a multiplayer session. And, you know, so if all of us were, say, kicking around on a Wednesday night, we could just go, oh hey, I've put a multiplayer session up if anyone wants to come join, and we'd quite often end up with a fair few people kicking around just in a fuck around session. Sometimes it would just be that, fucking around, other times it would be, you know, trying to race properly.
Alright, so it was just wacky racing Friday night?
Yep. Need to get Drago back. Drago, I need you to organise wacky races, come back.
No, what I was going to ask is, does anyone know whether the championship setup in PCAS 2 has been fixed to what it was?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've had a couple of blasts in it recently, and it's graphically it's awesome in the Rift, I have to say. It's much better, much more efficient than it used to be.
I think Lama was saying to me that they've done quite a few updates on PCAS 2. So it's probably worth having a look at it again if people wanted to think about doing a midweek series in PCAS 2.
I was actually driving the road version of the Nismo last night from P-Cars. Bloody good fun.
Well, that's why on the forum where I was asking, you know, what sort of formats racing does people want to do? And I said like time trials and hill climbs and stuff like that, because that's the sort of thing you can easily do on project cars or a set of course, and all you have to do is people have to post screenshots of their lap time.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't require a server.
If you're even friends on Steam, actually, you can just sort it by friends on Steam.
Yeah, I did that with my Hungarian mate.
Look, this is a hell of a track, isn't it?
Well, I mean, that was where the other question came in, where, because this year, last year and this year, we ran 2 GT series. And so, the thought that was kicking around was that instead of running the Sunday night GT series in AC, would people want to do it in competency only, since it's, you know, dedicated to GT3s. In theory, it's going to be the better experience.
My thing is, I've already got a number of games I don't use.
Sunday night stays AC, I'm happy.
If you kicked off Project Cars 2, I'd be happy because I bought that.
Yeah.
I've got race room experience, never touched that fucking thing.
Oh, that's so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, particularly for New Zealanders. I don't know how bad it is for Aussies.
I mean, see, we've got plenty of options. You know, it's things like there's multiple nights a week. As long as people want to race something and are willing to or can show up. Yeah, but the hard thing is it's like who wants to do a midweek series, and out of the 12 people that filled out the survey, it was like 10 said yes, but then. You know, it was an even split between which day of the weekday you wanted to do it. There was no clear, like, everyone's free on Wednesday. It's like, no, it's like 2 people said yes on Monday, 2 people said yes on Tuesday, 2 people said... It's like, wow. And that's always been the problem with the midweek. That's why we've never shifted from Sunday.
The other thing that I noticed is that in that particular question, there was no option for I don't mind.
Could have sworn I put I don't mind.
Sorry?
There was an I don't mind on it, I remember that, but yeah.
I thought so.
There's a few days that I can't do, but there's a lot that I can, so
Maybe we should ask the question, what night can't you do?
what nights?
Well, that's the thing, look, the thought for the survey I had about 4 hours ago. That's
a good idea.
That's what I could come up with in about an hour of sitting down and asking questions of myself. That's
do this today, Billers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why there's probably some gaping fucking holes in the questions asked. That's why I just left an open form question at the end of it, like, what other suggestions do you have? But it's a case of I'll look over it once, you know, I'll leave it for a week, and if people want to change their mind or change their answers, just post again with your name, and I'll know to discount the earliest entry. But
Hey, Funky.
Yes, mate.
Time.
Oh, I can't see. That's fucking close. $300. No. Is that? I think it's around Jen, you quick around here?
I'm still learning which way the road goes.
Ah, good. That would be no.
He's currently 4 seconds slower than DJ. Currently.
I don't like them to fucking benchmark the slowness thing.
No, I'm just saying that because you're nearest lap time to seconds.
I see, like, the other option for midweek series is a midweek series doesn't have to be every week. Which was the
Doesn't
other...
have to be the same game.
No, but that was the other thought, is... Because the thought that was kicking around in my head was... it'd be nice to run a full, like, Blancpain GT series in Competizione. But that's only... It's like 8 or 10 races in the year or something like that.
There's 10 all up, so we could just spread it around to weeks as such.
So that's the thing, you could even go, okay, week after the real race, we do our version of it. But, you know, that's only going to be 10 rounds over the year. And it's like, okay, well, then how about every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks or something, we do a Project Cars 2 midweek race. And it can even be on the same day, it's just the series don't have to coincide with each other, you know? And if the hope would be is that if it's, unless someone's just always not available on a day, is that if it's only every 2 or 3 weeks, people might be able to make themselves available if they really want to race in it.
Yeah.
Kids is the biggest stopper for me.
G'day, Grab. Final. Mine's just work time. Finishing at 6:30 on the weekdays. Like a race start would make it complicated.
But we had that endurance with the TTs at Nordswift to run in between seasons, and because it didn't run so often, it just didn't get the following. That'd be my only concern if you have something spasmodically like.
Yeah, I get the feeling it wasn't the frequency of that race so much as it was the track.
It's a track.
Like, I love Nordschleife, but yeah, it was a frustrating fucking thing to race.
But it's also, you know, because people, like, we label it a break week, naturally your brain goes, oh, well, it's, I don't know if it's not compulsory, but, you know, it's not, yeah. Your brain just goes, yeah, we can miss this, it doesn't matter.
I mean, you're like, the first week of that, it was, we had fairly decent numbers for, you know, some people went, oh, I'm going to take use that series as a break and not show up. But we still had reasonable numbers. I think we still had, what, 13 or 14 drivers show up for that first one. And then it immediately dropped off because I think people went, fuck this. Trying to drive those cars on that track.
You know, that's where, if we can commit to a full season of something like Blancpain or something that's like a whole year series, you know, you've got those few weeks to sort of build up to it, and it's not connected to anything else we do.
With the long series, if people either don't perform or miss a couple of weeks early, they don't tend to then come for the rest of it.
That's right. That was the whole point of the drop around though.
Yeah. That's on one round, but you get guys and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, I just don't get that mentality. To me, even if you're not in the championship, it's still, yes, you just go and race for a race result, not just oh, I finished this in the championship.
Oh, if we got something on, I'll be there. I raced every Nordswift, but I think I might have had something on one night, but
I raced every single one that I was around for.
it was just a challenge for me to finish the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Each time I finished, I was happy.
But things like, you know, for Project Cars 2, that's why there was also questions about would you want to see rallycross events, because rallycross in P-Cars 2 is actually quite a bit of a laugh.
I would be more than happy to like set up and organise a
How many of us have got Project Cars 2, Bill?
Out of, I think it was 8 out of 12 that answered so far, or it may have been 10 out of 12.
And rallycross grids like 6 or 7 cars, so it doesn't matter if we don't have a huge amount.
Well, because we talked about, I mean, this is one of those things where I had to tell some of the guys, don't fucking drop hints about stuff that we're working on until we know we're going to do it. Because we talked briefly when Project Cars 2 came out about doing a rallycross, because everything else was a bit of a pain in the ass, but the rallycross was good right out of the gate. And I was trying to figure out how to do a tournament style setup for it. So
I worked it out from the order. Somewhere on my laptop's a big Excel spreadsheet that I've designed specifically for that. Like with your heats and all that worked out with who goes where and like 3 formats depending on how many people, blah blah blah.
That's alright. Gives me somewhere to improve.
My phone's buzzing.
I've never driven so far.
Well, I'm technically 11th out of 12th at the moment, so...
Who's 12?
I don't know.
You won't be for long.
Oh, I've missed my break. Yeah, I'd have to like relaunch Project Cars 2 and see where it's come to, because they might actually be included. But did they end up adding custom championships?
Yeah, there is custom championships, but I don't know. The first time we tried that, it was all screwed up.
Yeah, it's just whether they've fixed it, whether they've added a rallycross one in, because if the game can automatically set everything, then it's way easier. Because then you actually have your grids and points already in the game, rather than run off the sheet. Because yeah, rallycross has an interesting point structure in real life.
Is it anything like copies? Where it included the date of your birth?
What was his?
Oh, don't get me started.
Oppie's multi-class point structure required a fucking degree in mathematics to understand.
It actually had something to do with your blood count as well, so you have to actually, take a blood test to determine how many points.
Yeah, had to jack it into a cup and your sperm count added bonuses.
You actually got extra points if you had 2 chromosomes.
See, I thought you might mean it was like one of the wacky races one, where like the highest points was like 4th, and then from there either side it went,
No, that was Drago. I swear all he did was just drink a bunch of beer, then bang his head into the wall a couple of times before he wrote that point structure.
We need to bring back the Drago driver brief. That's what we need to bring back.
I've never ran it.
I've barely got time to organise the current races, let alone write a fucking script. Pretty sure I live streamed at least one of those. The driver brief might be on it.
That's Sven.
Yeah, it was Sven with the helicopter driver or pilot. That wasn't by accident, wasn't it? We all started taking the piss out of something and Sven became a character after his first appearance. Oh, that's right, you did a banner pick for this one. I haven't been here for half the races.
I was just I haven't done any for the British track, so seeing out if people actually want to it's not a huge amount of effort, but it's just more can I be bothered stuff.
I just keep on forgetting to download them anyway, so...
Yeah, I'm currently redoing all the Oz and Z logos at the moment as well.
Yep, I'll leave it.
Is it just me or all the pitmen are dwarfs?
They are. rules.
Oh, I hope we're not paying them as much as regular size folks.
Well, to be fair, they can cram twice as many of them into a flat, so they only have to pay half the rent.
Oh, really?
My big question is, you know how you stack up your tyres, you know, 4 high on the dolly? How do they reach? They're going to get the first one on, they'll get the second one on, maybe. The third one's going to be a bit, you know, touch and go.
Well, I was in pit lane and I revved up the engine and sucked one in through the intake.
Hey, Brucey, I managed to pop my rear tyres on the sand.
Yeah, I don't know why AC does that, but if you spin your tyres up on grass and sand, it heats them up massively and pops them way quicker. Which, fun fact, is why rallycross and dirt rallying in this game does not work.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll do driver brief before we go out for quali, and then I'll just restart for the quali session.
Roger, Godfrey.
Nice and simple one tonight. 80 k's is going to be the safety car speed limit if we need it, and that's largely due to the large number of slow corners. So it will feel like a very long lap if we go to yellow. Start zone is pit lane entry to the start finish line. What are you two doing?
It's a dwarf with my cousin Jesse.
Fucking hell. Track limits.
I can reach over and play with these nuts.
Track limits tonight is... Come on, guys. Track limits tonight is basically you can use all of the AstroTurf on any corner. Outside of that, as usual, try and keep 2 wheels inside the white lines. So, for example, exit of turn 1, you can run all the way up over the AstroTurf, even if your wheels are going to go outside the white lines, but you shouldn't be going beyond the AstroTurf. Obviously be very, very aware of traffic going into the chicane. It's going to be very, very tight getting through there if 2 people are approaching it, battling for position. And if you do, because that's a very common spot for a spin, if you do have a spin at the chicane, please call it. If you haven't, link to the survey that we were talking about is up in the announcements, or there's a news post about it on the website, or on the Facebook page, or on the Twitter account. Basically, if you're following AusNZ anyway, you'll be able to find it. Yeah, if you've got... It's an ongoing discussion, guys. Chat about it in general, talk to me about it.
I haven't seen it because I'm not following the mob, sorry.
Yeah. But it's have a conversation, you know, all the questions that are asked, it's not just tell me and then I'll come up with a decision. We're all part of the group, so it's got to, you know, any ideas or anything that we change or do is, you know, the idea is it's going to improve everything for all of us in one way or another. But yeah, unless anyone else... Oh, sorry, senior members for Yellows tonight, missed that part, is myself, Carbo.
Hello.
Funky.
Hello. That'll do.
Yeah, we're short tonight.
Ramjet for anyone that crashes while they're in 12.
Yeah, fuck you.
Where are these dwarfs?
He's running Ramjet's car right now.
Holding a little pit sign.
But anyway, guys, unless there's anything anyone else needs to say.
Thing.
Yep.
If you crash, just say you've had a crash so that everyone else around you knows to slow down. Because it's not fun having your race ruined because you had no idea there was a crash. Even if you should have slowed down.
Should the yellow flag not be out in that situation?
Well no, because the crash, like if you spin and you're on the track, like, just call it basically.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. AC's yellow flags are a bit fucked up, so the yellow flag will show if someone's off the track, but if you're parked in the middle of the circuit, it won't show the yellow flag.
He's referring to when I spun out in the last race and I had no chance to do anything.
Was I?
And then there's also the fact yellow flags stay out even though the crash has been cleared.
Oh no, I was talking about Spa where I hit Hegs
Oh yeah.
because I just didn't know where anything was. It's sort of like, yeah.
Anyway, guys, anything else for driver brief?
Nope.
Hey guys, I'm gonna restart for quali, so good luck.
Like,
Quick, everyone, go at once.
Eggs leak. Just watch it. You cartridge.
Now, Trav, can you tell me which way I need to go?
Once I figure it out, I'll tell you.
Says the guy with the 45.
Just follow him round.
He's keeping an eye on me at least.
Just be careful. You need a big gap there. Incredibly, I think my sister's actually stayed off the internet.
Well,
it really doesn't work.
yeah, she's gonna wait for about another 9 minutes, mate.
Miracles do come true. Whoa.
Oh, okay. Network went flying, your Rambo just went flying across the back of me, and then reappeared where you was before.
Hey, what was that?
All of a sudden you went flying across the back in the braking zone, and then reappeared all of a sudden normally in the lap again.
I've got to put on 53.
That's somewhere with my network, I'm guessing.
Top right of your screen, there should be a thing.
Three.
That's terrible for you, fellas.
I know, right? It's only 2.
Should be 1, really. Or under.
pitch.
Going my right. Taking pits.
Cheers, bud.
man. Last part of that lap, Machete. I thought you were going to hit me for a while there. That
Yeah,
Delta
man.
was good.
Every time I'm going into a corner, I'm just losing FPS. Like, I lag to the shouts.
Nice time, Funky. Well done.
This track does seem to be pretty heavy on the FPS.
Yeah, I don't know. Like on the straights, it's fine sometimes. Corners sometimes, but it could just come and go. Like it was manageable.
Smoke effects when you lock a wheel, mate. That's what it is.
How much FPS do you have normally, and how much are you losing?
40 and it goes down to 20 and just.
You got nothing to complain about. I start on 20.
Oh jeez.
Jeez, you're going to improve if you ever get new stuff.
Gee, yeah, I know. I'm getting the new PC this upcoming weekend.
I could go with a bit more, so I'm not one to.
So I managed to just pip you on the last lap there, Kyle.
It's all good. I'm starting on pole next race.
Don't be bragging yet.
Not if you take me out first.
Not till you see which fence range it goes over this week.
Oh, yeah.
That first round was a shocker.
Oh, I tell you, yeah. You know, I actually wrote to Pagnian about that, that the racing rig actually taught. I did. I made. Yeah, actually. So what happened was, I got a wheel on the grass. I overpowered. I hit an embankment and went over a fence and through the trees. Well, of course, you can't actually hit escape and stop and get out the car until it's come to a complete standstill. And I'm just hanging onto this thing. I've let go of the steering wheel, and this, because I was upside down, it was throwing me and banging me up against the side of my like I've got a bunk bed thing that I'm underneath. So it ended up catching on the side of my shifter frame and tore a hole in the fabric in the side of my racing seat. So yeah, I got real world damage from a virtual world crash.
Yeah, see, now I understand
The future is
why
here.
it's a genuine problem. I didn't realise it was stuck glitching like that. I just thought that was from the actual impact.
Yeah, no, because I was upside down, so it didn't know how to make me feel like I was upside down, other than grabbing me by the throat and then throwing me around the room.
So what's sex like in your rig?
I was gonna say shit. Must be intense.
No, if it's shit,
They broke his dildo out.
Well, that's how I keep, clicking on my shifter mounts.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I think now I understand more what you meant by that.
So anyway,
I there'd be an e-stop button or something in there.
Well, I said, I actually sent them an email saying, why can't you bind one to your steering wheel, so at least I can toggle it on and off so it centers and locks. And they're like, oh, that's a good idea. We'll get our engineers onto that. So that might be a software update soon.
You're a developer.
Good idea.
Yeah, I'm full
Yeah,
of
why
good
are you
ideas.
doing it? You should just
Me?
offer them. I'll do it for $100.
Well, if they give me the
Solve
source
your own.
code, I'll have a go of it.
I don't think that when they were playtesting, I don't think anyone was stupid enough to flip their car upside down.
Yeah, challenge accepted.
In other words, they weren't driving hard enough.
Have you
Yeah,
tried? Have you
right.
tried falling through the world yet?
Oh, that would make me ill.
It's exactly why you need to give these things to poor, not so great gamers. So they can test things that the real good gamers don't do, because
Yeah, I've got a young body. I could, all this before.
Hey, it wasn't.
You sound like you're
just
prostituting
that was
yourself
the
now.
fault.
Yeah. Look, if it gets me a sim rig,
Are you subtle,
who just
supple,
who did
soft,
my
and
one?
caressed?
Who dropped?
You've crossed the line.
He's gone.
I'm not up tabbing. My FPS will die.
He's uninstalling Windows as we speak.
I can't see B in the Discord list.
Me.
Oh, there he is again. Who dropped?
Slayer.
He's back.
Who was it?
Slayer. You there, buddy? Slayer.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm here.
Bugger! I was hoping to start this race fifth.
I'm currently on 15 FPS.
Oh no.
Again, it says I'm 11th on track, but on the
Yeah,
it does that.
I've got 5. You're right.
Lights up.
Lights up, guys.
Thanks for
Right up. Bye, boys.
Best of luck, ladies.
Give it your best, mate.
I'm staying out wide.
Let's start the guy Rema.
Yeah, the shocker.
Someone tell me.
Yeah. Someone came across the front of me and then hit you, mate.
Only one, how many?
I mean,
There was enough.
Just me, but that was just uncontrollable.
So worth restarting the race? Yeah, you
Too uncontrollable.
no, you clipped the front of my car and then hit the
No,
back.
sorry, I just had no idea where I was going, just like
That's alright, mate. It's alright. No big deal. Just a game.
Oh, yeah. No, just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
He's just trying to get his race too, so.
At least you get to start first next round, next race.
Well, if this keeps up, I'm not going to continue because it's just getting to be worse. On.
Someone made a dive.
There you go.
You go.
I can't rest of this. I will fix it. Sorry guys, I'll catch you later.
Hang on a second.
I'll try. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You might have a bunch of shit running in the background.
No, I have nothing else in the background.
No, Windows runs a bunch of shit in the background.
I think I should have stopped that.
No, it'll run updates whether you want it to or not, mate. Let's try giving your rig a reboot if you haven't already.
Yeah, I've already done that.
You follow me then, DJ.
Just absolutely crazy. Like, you have every fucking time you need to do something like this.
Try turning reflections down in the graphic settings. Reflections and smoke take a lot of graphic processing. Swear I left some paint on your bumper then, Cubs.
yeah. Just a little bit.
Now my damage meter matches the colour of my car.
What, black?
Red.
Oh, that's alright, you won't notice the paint transfer. Since my car's red.
Now we don't have to worry if we collide with you.
I feel like I'm driving an alien car.
Smoke generation, was it?
Yeah, reflections and smoke.
Yeah.
What happened, Rama? Did you get the wrong line?
No, I'm not turning left the same way I used to.
Oh, sorry.
It's like driving an episode of Zoolander.
You can't even NASCAR like that.
I just got hit by a whole bottle of
Whoa, I'm gonna have to pit.
be alright. Keep going, we've got machete on their ass.
My hands off the steering wheel then, trying to correct that.
One hand for beginners.
In pits. Can you wait with me, say if you're back in?
Sounds like you actually might fix the problem.
You're welcome.
I've not had that problem since now, start.
Yeah, the thing is with some of the mod tracks aren't entirely well optimized.
We
So
ran these in another series, this track, didn't we?
Yeah, but you might have one background Windows process that wasn't running before that's taken just that little bit too much of your resources off you.
This is also a different variation of the track. It shouldn't make much of a difference. But it can make a difference, obviously.
All of my guns are also the exact same size and resolution as the default ones. But this track does have pretty higher resolutions anyway.
I thought you had it. The first time you had it, but then you lost it.
Pressure, mate. Well done. That was great racing.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
Don't handle this thing now.
Oh shit.
Oh, buddy.
A couple of incidences there were almost rear-ended you, DJ.
Didn't they? Trying to do this going.
Slip there though.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had to take that second corner with someone. Had no idea how far to go before. Okay, right. Pull me along.
Come on then.
My plan is working perfectly.
I'm starting to realise my lines are very different to yours, Guy.
How much room to the curb there? Going about half a car? Or was I a bit further out?
Yeah, no, I had room, I just wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to make it safely. Wow, that took a while. Good racing, DJ.
Yeah, it was fun. That right hander into that section, it's just not pulling up like it was with the front end being red now.
Is that me? Who was that? David?
Nah, dude, on me.
Okay.
Had the full wheel rotation. I couldn't get to the microphone button, sorry.
Fair enough.
been able to get close to you, but because we took such different lines, as soon as I got close, I had to adjust and fucked it up.
Yeah, my car's not driving right.
Yeah, I can tell.
Since I hit the wall. It tends to do that to you.
Because you were a lot quicker than me earlier in the race. It cost me a huge amount of time. I'm like, yeah, cool, okay.
That's half the fun of the race, isn't it? Trying to claw it back.
Cheers, Ramo.
Whoa.
Sorry, guys.
That's right.
Massive locker.
I was giving you room.
I know you were.
Fuck yeah. I'm low with racing isn't too.
Oh.
Racetrack's over here, mate.
Yeah, I know, right? You'd be pleased to know it's not faster to go that way.
I figured, shit, he's found a new racing line, I like it.
Oh, wait.
Look, is this a rallycross season?
It's just like, okay, now I'll turn my wheel and the car will understeer. The car's not understeering.
Are you one track still, Slayer, or?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Didn't see that, sorry man. Could really try and keep it together.
Fair enough.
Geez, you cut through there, buddy. Not so much there.
Plenty of room, but you're not getting the draft off me.
I've got a side draft.
How did I pull that off?
I don't know, I was expecting to have it.
God, my hand is sweaty intensity of this racing.
You can see why racing car drivers lose weight in the racing, eh? The amount of sweat we're doing.
Damn it.
Did you get me there, Brucey?
Did I hit you?
Did you get me?
Yeah.
I was wondering, I wasn't sure if you passed me by the line or not.
The last lap now.
You're joking.
No, I'm not working.
That was really annoying, Funky.
Oh god.
I thought it was over.
No, you want to go, Carb? I mean, I don't mean to be offensive, but I think I would have got you in turn 1 anyway. But even then, could have pressed on it in the lap.
Oh shit, man.
Did you go slow?
Yeah, I just stopped thinking it was the end.
You never stop until you see the chicken flag, mate.
Yeah, see, I was leaving room on the outside, and I looked down, I was like, shit, he's not there. I can close over.
That's the one you gotta wait till P-Tracker claps at you.
Yeah, see, I knew it was one more, and I was like, this is the only chance I'm going to get. Of course I'm going to pass you.
You thought he was asking if you hit him.
No, I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and I was like, I don't think I hit you. I was no, he goes,
No, I thought I was asking if I thought it was the end of the race, and I was thinking you didn't pass him by the end of the line, did you?
Yeah, I know what you meant now, but at first I was like, yeah, I was like 150 metres up the road.
Well, somebody's pinging all over the place in front of me.
Yeah, Kyle. That's probably one of my best results in a while, really. By the win the other day, but that was my first main race. Unlucky though, Kyle.
What cool.
I'm going to count my chickens now.
What to call it doing a llama. Just picking them across the line.
How many minutes we got before next race?
Yeah, 5.
I'm at the work.
He's on top, Barry! I think he just took slightly my paddle on the side there, Gold.
And that was a great race.
Yeah, no shit.
That was fantastic.
Hey, Carbo, you ready for round 2?
Hey, I'm in the lead. Woo.
We just wait. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly take a piss.
Wait, how am I not a pole?
Because I left. I had that FPS issue, I left. Rejoined.
It was the only fun part of losing.
I was sorry about that, I had the same problem.
Did it fix it for you, mate?
Sorry?
Did it fix it?
It kind of did. There was some parts of the track where just, especially on the main straight, but just as I got to the corner, it's completely fine, so I was able to do it. So, I should be fine.
I don't know how often people have this problem, but there's nothing more terrifying than driving in your rearview mirror. Those eyes are just creepy.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I haven't driven in traffic on this track at all, so let's see how this goes.
I think it's fun around here.
I haven't experienced being traffic, not driving through it though.
So, Carbo,
Yes.
16 laps.
Could have sworn I looked up and saw.
Yeah, you would have seen the leader is on the last lap because they would have gone ahead.
No, but way before that.
Yeah, we were like 30 seconds behind.
You got to remember, for us it'll say we were like, you know, lap 15 before we actually started our lap 15 because it counts it as the leader crosses.
Yeah, I don't know what I did, but
I think you would have just looked up and seen that, and your brain wouldn't have thought about it.
Yeah, we would have looked up and gone, we're on lap 15, sweet. And it's just as we crossed to start lap 15 instead of finishing.
Either way, good race.
yeah, it was good fun.
Who's wasting fuel?
Me,
How many did you put in?
a bit more than I needed.
So you could do that.
I've run out of fuel one of these races.
I nearly did in Poland, entirely
Well,
failing the start.
In the Bella tongue twister.
Balalunga. What's that song? You know, it actually is quite scary. The guy on my right has 3 arms. Which one? The one in the white jacket? Nah, he's in red.
I can see a fellow with 2 eyes.
That's
a
normal.
mirror, mate.
I've just downloaded an extra 100 horsepower. Let's see how this works. I've injected it into my car via the fuel hole.
So,
Fuel.
Fuel hole.
someone needs to start sneaking famous characters into the background on their tracks.
I could do this.
No, I don't mean like all over. I mean as what? Hello, robot man. We cannot understand a word you're saying through all your lag.
Your ping is at 800, Kyle. I would either get back to pits very quickly or get
Kyle's
back.
name is Red.
His ping is over 1,000. Mine's
Kyle, you're
178.
actually
It's not that
moving
bad.
sideways in your pit box, in your starting box.
What's going on?
Yes, he's moving.
Mate, you want to tin down the subwoofer, mate. When did you get the pneumatics installed? That's pretty cool.
That took me longer than it should have.
Really not.
What's his name? I thought he died.
Even his voice is scratchy.
25 seconds, guys. 25 seconds.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't fuck it up, Slayer.
This is gonna be bad, I feel.
Lights are up.
Okay, lights are up.
Right, so
Good luck, guys.
Watch out for Kyle.
Oh shit!
Is that a yellow?
Yeah, Kyle, well,
Yeah.
Kyle, you gotta go, buddy. Sorry.
Yellow.
we can't just
You're
restart the
still
race.
doing it. Oh,
Jesus, I got hit as well now.
Yellow.
can we just restart this one, fellas?
Yeah, please.
That's just
I don't know if it maintains the grid positions, so we might not be reverse grid if we restart. Just if we do, we'll do a semi-rolling start where I'll call off people to start. Okay.
Yeah.
Or you could pit. I mean, I pitted last race. Just saying.
Oh, it's not so much the damage, it's just that flunked everywhere.
Everybody's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
no, that's got results of last race.
yeah. So okay, guys, what we'll do is
This is fine.
We're fine. This is
yeah, I'll try and call it based on what I can see. Basically,
We'll
we'll
reverse order, wouldn't we?
yeah, we'll do a rolling start, but basically what we'll do is everyone just stay on the grid when we hit start, and then one by one from the back of the grid, we'll go down the centre and form up single file, and we'll do a lap and then do a rolling start.
Oh man, that's gonna be a nightmare with cold tires.
So warm
Yeah.
them.
We
His car just never moved off the grid.
no, yeah, he was on it, then suddenly 100 metres ahead, then yeah, I think about 8 of us got exploded, and there's only 12 of us in the server.
I got hit 3 times before I got to the apex.
Yeah. Sorry.
So who's at the very back of the grid in black car?
Mate.
Slayer? Okay.
Well, I was first, I decided to leave the server. Last one, race.
You finished the last race last, so yes.
Oh shit, if I go back to the pits now and come back, fuck me, my ping's back.
If
Now.
you-
I'm sorry everyone if I caused any accidents.
If you've hit drive, mate, if you go back to pits, you'll be in pits.
So
No,
when
my ping
can I still follow you through? I fucked up and my fuel might be a bit shitty now.
Yeah, you'll be tucking on second to last anyway.
Oh yeah, it's all good. I'll do that.
Just putting it out there. Would anyone be shitty if we just started the race in this grid positions and we just went through it again?
I can't hit back to pits for some reason.
I'd be happy to restart as we are.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Is there anyone that has a
starting from this
problem with
position.
that?
I was like, oh, I'm fine. I want to burn this car anyway. I don't want to start from the front.
I do reverse grid. It's more fun that way. Let the guys up front.
Yeah.
Well, you could pull off and wait for us to go past.
I'm pulling off right now.
You're racing a car. You are skilled.
Is that why you struggle to get out of your rig?
You can get it. You can get it any old how.
That's why I
Just on the
doing.
seatbelt.
That's why I crashed.
So sorry, everyone. I don't know what's happened, but my home internet's just died. Sorry if I caused any accidents or any big problems.
Have you tried
just
replacing the batteries?
Somebody's just left.
I'm gonna quit the race and come back. I fucked up my fuel, and I can't go back to pits for some reason.
Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Hello?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, sorry.
Who's that who dropped off the grid from 4th?
It was Brucey, I think.
Oh, Vlad
Yeah, I'll
just-
see you guys later. Sorry for any inconveniences I caused.
That's
Yeah,
alright,
See you,
man.
man.
It's, it's only time. It's only time we gotta get back. That's all.
Just that I started the grid and everyone was just teleporting everywhere, and I just sort of tried to stay still.
Pretty sure it was you teleporting. No, no.
Has it settled down or is it still bad?
No, I'm on my phone at the moment. My home broadband just crashed. Like the modem just died.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what's happening.
Have you tried turning it back on again?
I just went outside and it's not turning back on, so...
So, Brucey,
Why is your modem outside?
where are you, mate? Brucey.
Brucey.
I mean, unless you want to wait for me to see if my ping settles out, otherwise I'm just going to hop off.
Oh yeah, you can tell us.
If it comes right, mate, just jump back in and keep lapping anyway. I think Brucey's crashed as well.
I just let her run around.
See if I can join on my PC again.
So are we going to start the race from these positions then?
I say rolling start, reverse grid.
Yeah, everyone's start.
So who's in the red car just in front of Slayer? Is that you, Rammer?
That's Ramjet, yeah. I'll be
So what we
second out,
got?
mate.
So we got what? Slayer, Ramjet, then DJ, Gone, Funky, what, Machete, Carbo.
Machete. Yeah.
Cool. Just as I call you, just
Wait, did we have
popping
a
behind you.
Yeah, I think my internet's fixed itself. I'm getting my 8 megabits per second download again. I'll jump back on. Oh, hang on, I'll test my upload. Oh, my upload's at 0 megabits per second.
There you go. So Slayer,
I just went into pits. Oh,
did you not hit drive?
Drive?
I thought I had, but maybe not.
It's Slayer. Just go mate and come out the front and just cruise at 80.
I'm
And then ram it.
rejoining. Am I good to rejoin my spot? Okay.
Yeah, you're still on the grid. So it'll then DJ, then Gone behind DJ, then Funky.
I'm
And
behind
then-
Gone.
Yep, and then Machete, and
That
then
has to be the luckiest internet trip I've ever had.
and then Carbo will be behind you. So I go and then Drev follow me out, and then Kangaroo.
Okay, I'm in now.
So you need to get well, in between me and Carbs. So just doing 80k's at the front, guys.
Dave, you go.
That scared me, Carbo. I could see this car on my radar come from the side of me.
That's me in there now.
Yep.
You coming out the pits.
We're on the formation at mate, so.
Yeah, I know, I'm down at turn 3 or 4. It's just that I'm not going to race back yet, it's just that low. It's just what happens.
This track does seem pretty heavy on resources.
Yeah, I'm jumping up and down. It's this bad, I'm not going to race.
Once the traffic spreads out a bit, it won't be as bad.
And my 4-year-old plus computer handles it like a gem.
Alright,
This is the first one
back. I'm going to drive down the left-hand side. Driving down the left-hand side.
Oh, sorry.
My PC turned 10 last month.
Have you upgraded it through the years, bud?
Oh, it's got a 1080 and a 12 core Xeon in it at the moment, but yeah, it's been
So it's Green new X with 4 new handles and 6 new heads.
sorry, 6 cores, 12 threads, that should be more specific. Still haven't yet found a reason to upgrade.
Are we doing a rolling start like car formation or just...
No, just do like a safety car rolling start.
Okay.
Just to keep it simple.
Is it last corner go, is it?
No, pit lane entry.
Okay.
Are we green?
Yeah, we're green.
Like bells.
All the best, everyone.
So is it before the pit wall or after?
Just as you pass the pit wall.
Okay.
Go, go, go. I forgot I had to do that.
Nah, I just like all that way. I'm gonna sort this one out. Catches.
Right on, mate. Good
Hey,
luck.
bud.
Shotguns. It's the end, turn second. At least I got the wrong start. Catches.
See, mate, you led for a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
Fucking character drag.
It was a bit scary to have your wiggle just as I stuck the nose in.
Someone's around.
Yep.
Scan it out.
Whoa! Jesus.
That was an interesting moment.
Sorry, John.
No, you didn't touch me, man.
Not in the way that he wanted to anyway, Funky.
I can tell you didn't touch me because it didn't feel good.
And we're sorry for the amateur driving anyway.
Oh, Carbo surgeon.
Got lag. I was thinking about cutting you off there, but I thought it was seconds.
Nah, it's
No way.
just big surges, eh?
Yeah.
What the hell?
You alright?
I'm not sure what happened, but something not very good happened. Something is really wrong.
Good drive, man.
I got you. I feel like I'm being swamped. Pillars.
What a slide.
Jesus.
Oh, shit's right on.
All good.
I'm scared.
Coming up there, back on.
Did I kind of block you a bit there?
Good. You pushed me out to the left, huh?
shit.
Whoa. Jesus,
Oi.
mate.
Sorry, Funky.
I braked hard not to hit you on. Sorry, guys.
Fuck, I panicked a lot.
Concertina.
My bad, man. Sorry, fellas, I would have held you up too.
You all should have pitching damage now, front and rear ends. Damn, how do you get the pace off the straight like that, dude? Wow. You get scared following that bloody close. I feel your pain, Funky. You're just waiting to eat me.
Oh.
They're not even going to buy you a drink, you know.
Yeah, the guy that thought he was further behind me, he'll accidentally cut you.
Oh, wow, that was close.
I don't know what
Thing that we wanted to hear coming in there, Funky.
Shit.
little left right there into this round. I fucked it up every time I do.
Biggest lap of the race. That's tough.
Let me following you in the first race. That was definitely my best ever start to a reverse grid, being second for six laps.
Oh, I couldn't believe how long that pack stayed so close. It's still pretty close, really. One round part.
Shit, sorry, man.
Car around, I think.
You right, Machete?
Oh yeah, I just gotta readdress.
Like you've found some serious pace out there, Ramsey.
I'm concentrating, shush.
I'm chasing. Why do I want you to concentrate?
What colour's your sock?
White.
Hits are calling.
It's amazing what a few laps of practice can do.
Yeah, you're cracking on.
Sorry, buddy.
Alright, man.
On the inside.
Go, go.
Oh, fuck.
Did you have like
Keeping left, guys.
Oh, fuck.
Pills, go, mate. Don't wait for me. Oh, seriously, Pills.
I'm not exactly racing for a championship, mate. I was enjoying that driving.
Fair enough, it's nice to have you alongside me. Although I might be carrying a bit of damage now.
He's vulnerable into turn 1 for us.
It's
lap 16.
It's
lap 17.
Yeah, just counting out the laps wrong for me to be fine.
Still.
That wasn't bad. I couldn't see you for shit, but that car
really
works well.
Started burning.
Oh, until that one.
That one did.
Did it? Sorry.
Yeah.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm there somehow. I'm in your blind spot there. So. Be careful.
Yeah, so you're on radar.
Yeah. On your right, by the way.
I can keep shit back off.
Look out. Carl's off. Oh, how's that one? Done.
That's not good spirit.
Well, what's the point? I mean, there's 5 laps to go. I'm not really going to get many points. Can't win the championship.
I can't win the championship either. Not many of us can.
Is there a championship?
Oh no! I'm sorry, Dave.
You never hit me.
I hit someone.
No, well, I got the message saying you hit me, but my car never moved or changed, sorry.
I slid sideways under brakes. So you're alright?
Car radar, I was like, I need to get to an apex.
I saw your car spin on the radar, but yeah, you were nowhere near me, but then it said collision.
Yeah, I thought it was you I hit. But anyway. If you're good, I'm good.
I'm good.
Hit the bloody clutch instead of the brake.
Wow.
That was a scary moment. He's picked up 8 seconds on me.
Yeah, I'm still 14 behind you. Jesus. Andrea, when the hell did you...
He's all over like a bloody blowfly and shit, mate. I tell you, he's quick.
Must have been behind you guys. I didn't even see him before it came on this way.
Oh fuck, sorry DJ.
I gave you a nudge.
Motion was still going. Stuck him behind him, Brucey will get a toad.
Yeah, I'm playing on it. I'm not sure how long that's going to go.
He must have a force pedal in his car to go faster or something, I tell you.
NOS.
Why would he be not on server?
He is a bit just quiet. Or he's concentrating, which is what we should be doing.
Yeah, that's a man that missed that joke.
Whoop. Alright. We'll take that. I don't know what
Now someone's trying to call me on Discord, it's ringing in my bloody ear.
Yeah, Andrea, if that was a redress by accident, just weave it and drop it back.
They're persistent, it's still ringing. Oh, what's your carbo?
We're good?
Yeah. I lost me.
I couldn't turn any tighter.
I was saying, I just backed off the accelerator to let us sort that out.
Gee, how many cars were in behind us?
That pack again.
Ah, it's good fun.
I just got swamped by Carbo and Builders before that, so.
I just made like a tiny mistake and I was holding my 3 cars. Nearly a fourth at this rate.
I just made a place.
Alright, my bad.
Jesus, I got lucky to get a couple of inside then.
I think Trev just dropped out.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
I would suspect an internet crash.
That sucks. He was catching me hand over fist.
Yeah.
Fuck, you've got the
You
really
like a
bad
fist bump,
man.
don't you?
Let's get him, Brucey.
Makes us the race 2 heroes, Ramjet.
That's right. My race 2's been much like my race 1. Out on my own with no one to race.
That's not a problem if you're winning.
Hell no.
I reckon it's more intense because you don't spin like you could in next lap. Then you have the shit.
Yeah, it's been a bit nerve-wracking watching those numbers come down.
While trying to do your own good numbers.
No, I'm trying to do a Sudoku while I'm driving. No, I hit the clutch instead of the brake while I was trying to stretch my leg.
Still setting quick balls. So can't wait to clarify. 2 more.
1.5, tell him.
close to the last lap, right?
Yes.
Is that right, Brucey? Once we cross this line, I'm done.
On this lap.
Not a second time, buddy.
I'm proud of you.
I've learned how to count in between races.
It's like watching a child. It's just something special.
It just seems like an indictment on Her Majesty's education system to me.
Fuck it up, Brown Jack. Don't fuck it up.
Slowed down too much.
Bill's only fucked it up.
Bills did fuck it up. Did everything I could to keep it out of the wall.
Yeah, I was just like, keep it safe, make sure you hit there's a spot. Slowed down earlier and turned it earlier.
Don't hurt me, don't hurt me.
That was an easy one.
I'm in emotion, Rick, don't hurt me.
Finished, by the way.
That was a fantastic race, and the PB on the last lap.
Jesus, who did that?
This is what you get for winning. Which one is he? Which one is he? I don't know where he is. He's on the left. I found him, Yes! He's coming down the straight. On the left, he's red. Oh, damn it.
Yay, I won one.
Well done, buddy.
Thank you. Oh, I just had to keep it consistent. That's all I had to do.
We've had a lot of races together, but that was a really intense 16 laps for everyone.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the craziest Oz and Zeds.
I don't know how I didn't take you out, Dave, because I just went sideways on the brakes.
You must have just slightly tapped the side of me because it did nothing to my car's position on the road, except I got the message saying that we had a collision at X amount of kilometres. So.
It looked like you just sort of love tapped him as you slid.
They don't normally come off that well.
That was a bit of fun. Yeah, not really worried about my position. That one I was just enjoying the driving. What have we got? That's the end of the Ginetta series. I was only here for 2 out of the 4 rounds due to, real life getting in the way of racing, as always. Next week we have the final round of the Grand National, so we're taking the 65 Chevy to Riverside. That should be a good laugh. And then after that we start our last major series for the year, which is the TT Cup Tour of the UK. And that one's going to be a bit of fun as well. The TT Cup car's good fun with the push to pass, and the UK tracks are always a good laugh. So yeah, catch us next week. Cheers.